doing for my book talk is A Walk Among Tombstones by Lawrence Block, and the genres are mystery and suspense. So more about the author, Lawrence Block. He was born in the year 1938 in Buffalo, New York, where he's continued to live his whole life. He's one of the best writers of his genres to this day, publishing over 60 books. Mostly contain the same 3 to 4 main characters, but never in the same book. P.I. Scudler has been in over half of his books, but a character by the name of Ben Scudler has been in about 10 books. Matthew Scudler has been in 3 books, but he's also in this book. And then there's a character by the name of Keenan Corey, who is only in this book. And actually, he's the main character. So basically, a summary of what happens. The main character's wife, so Keenan Corey's wife, goes out grocery shopping and never comes home. Alive anyway. But Keenan, he buys and sells drugs for a living, so he can't really go to the police for help. So he calls up a alcoholic ex-cop, Matthew Scudler, to do like detective work, kind of be like a private eye. And while doing all this, Keenan understands the true meaning of trust and danger. So about the characters, Keenan Corey, he's quiet around strangers, but very, very aggressive towards his wife. He's a drug dealer, and he's very, very protective over his drugs, money, and himself all around. But he has huge anger problems, and that's a key ingredient in the story because he can't really make agreements with the kidnappers, let's say, and he always talks about how he regrets life. So Matthew Scudler, who is a ex-cop, he's a big-time alcoholic. He does detective work and is a hitman for like side jobs whenever he really needs the money. He has very little to no emotion, which is good because he comes to some pretty disturbing stuff as the story moves on. The setting is about 2 hours outside of New York City. It's in the summer, and the year is 1990. So none of us really know what 1990 was like, but Wozney has a pretty good idea. In this very little town, and it seems like no one is ever around when any crime happens or any kidnappings or anything. But the town is just hooked on drugs, and that's good for Keenan because he's basically the main drug dealer there. He's respected throughout the whole town, including the cops. Well, like half the cops, the dirty cops, let's say, because they buy the drugs from him. Basically the people in the town, they'll do anything for drugs. Let's say sell their car just to get money for drugs. So Keenan does pretty good in his town. And I'm gonna read from page 121 of the book. I just drove down the road in my brand new BMW. It had all the gadgets: heated seats, a heated steering wheel, 12 CD disc changer, hardtop convertible, power windows. It just had everything. But no one dare look at it because they're all jealous. They all wanted to be me. Every single one of them wanted to be me. I hated it. I hated how everyone wanted to be me. I wish they would just mind their own business. But they're just all jealous of me, but little do they know they're all my customers, all mine. So basically they help me out. They're kind of stupid. They're all stupid. So I don't know if you can tell with that, but he's very just he's a sketchy person. A connection I made with the book was Keenan's drive to succeed when he really he didn't have very much options, but he had the drive to succeed, and you know, his life went up and down, but he kept going, and his life is filled with regrets. So that's a connection I made. I would recommend this book to anyone if you enjoy mystery and suspense. The suspense in this book was huge. I could barely put the book down. I wanted to know what would happen next, and then when I found out, something else happened. But some of it is disturbing and racist. So if you're not one for disturbing, it's really good imagery, but it's disturbing. Or you take big time offense to racist stuff, then I would stay away from the book. So yeah. First take where I forgot the author's name, coming right up. Blooper. My book for the book talk is A Walk Among the Tombstones by Beep, swear word.